Hello, my dear students. Today we have a grammar lesson, a past continuous. Action back, Unit 8, booklet page 37, 38, 39. Let's start. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to form a past continuous and when to use a past continuous. Now, let's get started. Take a look at these sentences. When to use past continuous, a temporary activity in the past. For example, I was watching television at that moment. Now, at that moment, which is a specific moment, I was watching TV. Then I stopped. I didn't watch it forever. It was a temporary activity. Next one, it was raining last night. It was raining last night, but then it stopped raining. It rained for a while, then stopped. Temporary situation, today is not raining. Got it? And for the last one, they were swimming in the river yesterday. Now, they were swimming in the river yesterday, but today they are not swimming. As you can see, we were at a specific time in the past. So, the past continuous tense expresses something that was going on in the past or at the time in the past, then it stopped. Got it? Now, before we get started, it's good to know how to conjugate the verb to be in its past tense. Singular forms, I was, you were, he was, she was, it was. Plural forms, we were, you were, they were. How to form a past continuous. Now, according to the rule, we use the past tense of the verb to be, so we use was or were plus base form of the verb plus ing. Now, we have many examples. Now, as you can see, in the beginning, we use the subject, he, she, it, we, you, they, okay? Then we use was or were. Then we need the verb, which is the base form, plus ing. Then we need the complement, then full stop. I was working late. You were working too fast. He was watching television. She was working to school. Okay, now for the plural form, we do the same. We were singing a song. You were doing your homework. They were looking for a hotel. As you can see, we plus were plus the base form, sing plus ing, singing. You, which is the subject, with you we use were, then we need do, which is the base form, then add ing, doing. So you were doing your homework, full stop. They plus were, we need the base form look plus ing, looking for a hotel, full stop. They were looking for a hotel. Look at these sentences. I was talking on the phone. We were cooking dinner. They are in the past continuous tense. Okay, now past continuous and negation, okay, with negative. Was or were plus not, which is wasn't, or weren't, plus the verb, which is the base form, plus ing. We have many examples. I was waiting for you. I was plus not, which is wasn't, waiting, wait, base form, ing, waiting for you. I was waiting for you. Next one, you weren't looking for me. You, which is the subject. After the subject, we need the was or were. So with you, we use were. Then we need the negation, which is not, weren't. Look, which is the base form, plus ing, which is looking for you, which is the complement, full stop. So we have this sentence, you weren't looking for me. Next one, he wasn't sleeping late. He, with was, then we add not, which is wasn't, sleeping, the verb base form, plus ing. Then we have the complement late, full stop. He wasn't sleeping late. Next one, she wasn't talking on the phone. She plus was, after was we add not, which is wasn't, talking, which is the talk, which is the verb, the base form, ing, then on the phone, which is the complement, then full stop. And the last one, it wasn't freezing. it plus was, then we add not, which is wasn't, freezing, which is the verb freeze, which is ing, and it wasn't freezing. So with negative, wasn't were, then we add not, which is wasn't or weren't, plus, as usual, verb plus ing. Okay, next part, past continuous in questions. With the questions, we use was or were, then we need subject, then we need, as usual, verb base form plus ing. We have many examples. Where, as we mentioned, where or was in the beginning, then we need the subject, then we need the verb, which is base form plus ing, then the complement plus question mark. First one, were we going in the right were we going in the right direction? Where the beginning. So with where we add we, going, go, base form, ing, going, complement in the right direction, then we add question mark. Next one, were you arriving by ferry? Okay, where plus you, then we need arrive, which is verb base form, add ing, arriving by ferry, then a question mark. And the last one, were they eating their lunch? Where plus they plus eat, base form plus ing, which is eating their lunch, complement, then we add question mark. So according to the rule, was or were in the beginning of the question, then we add the subject according to the was or were, which is the auxiliary verb, then we add the verb, which is in the base form, then we add ing to the verbs, then we need the complement, then we add the question mark. Got it? I hope that. Okay, now we have the form for the positive, which is the statement. Then we have the negative for the right side. Then in the column, we have the question and the short answer. Don't care about short answer right now, just we mentioned that. Okay, now for the positive, okay, I, she, he, it, plus was. Then we add base form plus ing. You, we, they, plus were. Then we need the verb in the base form plus ing. So I was working, she was working, he was working, it was working. You were working, we were working, they were working. Got it? Okay, with negative for the right side, I, she, he, it, plus wasn't or was not, then the base form plus ing. You, we, they, plus weren't or were not, plus ing. I wasn't working, she wasn't working, he wasn't working, it wasn't working. You weren't working, we weren't working, they weren't working. Got it? And with the questions, was in the beginning, then we add he, I, she, it. Then base form plus ing. Where in the beginning, you, we, they, plus verb ing, which is the base form plus ing. Was I working? Was she working? Was he working? Was it working? For the plural forms, were you working? Were we working? Were they working? Got it? Now, let's move to our booklets and answer a grammar exercise. Okay, my boys. The past continuous tense, okay? Which is in the booklet, page 38. Let's get started. At a specific time in the past. Yeah, specific time. That's a good point. Now, let's start. You, we, they, okay? The plural forms, plus were, or weren't, okay? Then we need the verb base form plus ing for all of these situations. Then we have the complement. Then we have the keyword, okay? You see, the action was happening, I'm sorry, at a specific time in the past, then the action stopped for all of these situations, okay? For the singular forms, he, she, it, plus was, or wasn't, okay? For the negative, then the base form, then we add ing, then we have the complement, then we have the keyword, which is at 5 o'clock yesterday, okay? Now, all the keywords in the past, at 5 o'clock yesterday, at 5:30 on Saturday, at 1 yesterday, at 3:15 on Sunday. Got it? Okay, let's move on. Okay, now for questions, we add in the beginning was or were, according to the subject, okay? Now, for the singular form, I, he, she, it, we add in the beginning was, and for the plural forms, you, we, they, we add were in the beginning. Then as usual, the verb, which is in the base form, then we add ing, playing, visiting, buying, writing, going, painting. Then we have the complement, whatever it is. Then we have the keywords, okay? Then we have the question mark. Got it? I hope that. Now, let's move on. Group work, booklet, page 39. Choose the correct answer. Now, according to this lesson, we will be able to answer this exercise. Now, let's get started. I was in a cafe at 6 yesterday. I was, now I plus was plus I need the base form plus ing. Which one in the base form plus ing? A, B, C. Yes, thank you, which is C. Great. Next one. Now, Susie, a film at 6:30 on Thursday. Okay. Now, Susie, with Susie we need was or where. Come on, think about that. Yes, we need auxiliary, which is was. Thank you. Then we need the base form plus ing, which is was watching. Yeah. Next, John and Ellie, which is the plural or singular. Yes, it's a plural. Thank you. We use weren't or wasn't. Aren't, no, aren't in the present. We need something in the past. So we use weren't. It is not singular. It's a plural. Thank you. Oh, we have a question here right now. With you cooking when I called you at 3. With you, we use was or were. Yes, we use were. It is plural form. 1. Okay. The teacher wasn't at 8 in the morning. Yes, she wasn't in a class. Okay. Now, according to that, after wasn't, whatever it is, okay, after the negation, we use the verb base form plus ing. Read, reads, or reading. We need the base form plus ing, which is reading. Thank you, great. And for the last one, was the cat sleeping? Oh my God, we must pick the correct keyword. Now, we mentioned before that the keyword must to be in the past. Now, tomorrow, future, no, not this one. After 2 days, after, it's the future also. No, yesterday, yeah. This word, talking about the past. At 1 o'clock, yesterday. Yes, thank you. Great. Now, next one. Sometimes we can use one of the WH questions tools, okay? Which is what? Before the questions, the form of the question in the past continuous. Now, as usual, was or were plus the subject plus doing, okay? Sometimes we use this form when we use what in the beginning, okay? Now, you see the action was happening, the action was happening at a specific time in the past, then the action stopped. Now, I will explain that with examples. We have 2 questions, okay? With form questions. Now, WH in the beginning, which is what? Then we add was or were according to the subject, okay? Singular or plural forms. Then we add doing, always. Then we need the keywords. Then we add question mark, okay? Now, form questions, group work. 1, She was working in her office at 1 o'clock yesterday. You see, the action was happening at a specific time in the past, then the action stopped. So it is a past continuous. Very good. Now we need to use the WH. Okay, according to the rule, I will show you the rule. Okay, now according to the rule, we add what? What? After what, we need to use was or were. So we have she, so we need was. We need the subject, which is she. Then we need to add doing. Yes. It is obligatory. It is not optional. Okay. Always use doing with WH, which is what? What was she doing? Now we need the keyword, which is at 1 o'clock yesterday. Question mark. That's it. Now, what was she doing at 1 o'clock yesterday? She was working in her office at 1 o'clock yesterday. Okay. Next one. The students were reading in the class on Saturday afternoon. So, as usual, just add what in the beginning. I'm sorry. What in the beginning. What. Then we need the auxiliary verb, which is was or were. Where. Then we need the subject. The student, according to the sentence, boys. Okay. The students. Okay. Now, after that, we add doing. Just we use doing with what, okay, in this case. Then we need the keyword, which is on Saturday yes afternoon question mark. What were the students doing on Saturday afternoon? The students were reading in a class on Saturday afternoon. If you wanted to know that your question was in the rule and we have a good form, you will be able to answer the question according to the answer. Okay, according to the question itself. Yes. The last thing we going to discuss right now, which is the talking about, which is the homework. You must answer exercise 6, workbook page 33. This one, take it as a homework. Answer exercise 6, workbook page 33, and thank you. See you next time.